guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I've got another pumpkin, which means of course I'm going to be doing another carving. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background on the group I'm going to be carving today. So basically the group is from the more recent videos on TFIL. So TFIL is run by Elton Castee. It's been run, I think he's had it up for 6 or 7 years now. He's done lots of different kinds of styles. He's done lots of pranks, travel videos, exploration videos. More recently, he's been doing a lot of paranormal videos at some really cool places such as Waverly Hills and Alcatraz. He's done some videos in the Paris catacombs, which how many people could say that anyway. He's also been to the Biltmore Hotel and the Cecil Hotel and many other hotels and inns and motels and the Clown Motel. He's pretty much been everywhere, pretty much like anywhere that's famously haunted, he's been. So the 4 members of TFIL that I will be carving today are, I've got, of course, Elton Castee, who is the ringleader, trier of all things, not scared of anything type. Then we've got Scherer, who is kind of like the co-chair slash loyal follower. He's followed along with pretty much all of Elton's scary videos, even though I know Corey likes paranormal stuff, but I know he also doesn't really like paranormal stuff. You know, you have to watch to know what I mean. Then I've got Brandon Gross, who is kind of like a daredevil badass, who likes to jump off of really, really high objects into really, really scary waters, such as cliffs and whatever else. Mr. Corbin Reinhardt, who is a professional parkour dude, aka a professional ninja. But yeah, so I'm going to be putting those guys on. I haven't fully figured out my placement yet, but I know I'm going to have to cut them out in order to fit them on properly, otherwise I can't really see through the page. So the reason why I made Elton and Corey like huge is because they're kind of like the main characters of the channel. Like they kind of are always there, but a lot of the other people kind of come and go. Like more recently, about the past year, I guess, it's been Corbin and Brandon, but before that, he's had a lot of other people come in. He's had Exploring with Josh, Sam and Colby, Aaron Doe. He's done explorations with Andrea Russett. Oh, he used to work back in the day with Scotty Sire and David Dobrik. So he's worked with a lot of people in the past, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to get my stencils all situated, and then I'll be back. Alright, so first things first, I need to show you guys how to make these stencils. So today I'm going to show you guys how I made Elton's stencil. So first of all, I used a professional photo that I found on Google for Elton, but for Brandon Gross, Scherer, and for Corbin Reinhardt, I actually had to go through some TFIL videos and actually screenshot a good, well-lit image of them so that I could actually get a stencil that would work well. So right now I'm going to put you guys on the computer here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I made the Elton Castee stencil, who is the ringleader of TFIL, by the way. So here we go. First thing I did was I went to Google and I typed in Elton Castee images, and then I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked, and I tried a bunch of photos that didn't work, and then eventually, which photo was it that I chose? Eventually I saw this one right here, this guy, this one right here, and I decided to save that one. So you can see it's a good picture of him, well lit, very important. If it's not well lit, then it's not going to work. So then I took the photo that I saved and I went to canva.com, and then I logged in. As you can see, I'm logged in. Really quickly, if you're not a paid user, there is another website you can use, which I will put in the description below, that is free to use, but I personally use Canva. Now, back when I did the Sam and Colby one, that I removed the background using GIMP, I no longer do that because I have Canva. So anyways, back to that. So then what I did was I just went to, like, I think I did like YouTube thumbnail, and I went to create a blank template. So then I went to uploads, selected my media, chose the photo I liked, which was this one, which you can find in your upload media. So then I took my picture of Elton and I made it bigger. So then I went to edit image, and over here background remover pops up right here, and I clicked on that, and so it erases my background. So then I was able to download it, which I'll just do it like that, and then I'm going to go to GIMP, which I've already downloaded. You can download it just by looking it on Google, and this is where you come to. So then you want to go up to File, which is way over in the top left corner, and you're going to go down to Open, or you can use Control O, and then I'm going to open that one, and there's my photo. So you've got at the top left, you've got File, Edit, Select, View, Image, Layer, Colors. Colors is what we're going to click on. We're going to go all the way down the list to the very bottom section where you see Threshold, and you're going to click on that. And suddenly we've got a very interesting looking Elton. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit so that I have more of his features in there, like that. And then I'm going to go to View, which is again up in the top left. I'm going to go to View, and I'm going to zoom it to where I need it. I think for this one I ended up doing like 225, because I only needed the top of them, like that. You can either print it, there is a print option. So if you go up to File, you can print it, or I guess Control P if you're like that. But I don't have a printer, and I'm not going to buy one just for this, so I typically just put a piece of paper over it and trace it with Sharpie. But when I trace it with a Sharpie, I always make sure that I put saran wrap over my screen first, because no one wants a ruined laptop screen. So then once I am done tracing it, this is what I get. So I've got Elton, I've got Corey Scherer, I've got Brandon Gross, which you can see I didn't like all of the marks, so I actually just used a white chalk marker and like whited out the parts I didn't like because I didn't have whiteout. So that way I can keep this part here and then just cut around and get rid of all this nonsense. And then I've also got Corbin Reinhardt. And yeah, so that is how I make my stencils. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Alright, so as you guys can see, first of all, I'm going to show you guys that this is a plain pumpkin. Nothing's on it. Not that you can just pick up a pumpkin from the grocery store that has faces carved in it. Anyway, so I've cut everybody out a little bit, just so I can place them where I can actually see them all. This is a monstrous pumpkin. Like, this thing is huge. It's like bigger than my head, so it should fit everybody. Probably won't be able to see everybody really easily though. But yeah, so I think that what I want to do, I don't think you can really see that. I'm going to lower this so you can kind of see my idea. So what I think I want to do is I want to put like Corey and then Elton, like that kind of thing. And then I want to have kind of like Brandon in there and, oh good lord, stay. Corbin, like that. So they'll all be there, and then I can maybe put like TFIL along the bottom. So that's kind of what my plan basically is. Hopefully it works out. I am a little worried about the two smaller ones. As you can see, this one here, I actually had to erase some of the black just so I can actually make features. But yeah, so I am going to start by, of course, cleaning out my pumpkin, and then I'm going to get started. So, without further ado, here we go. So basically what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to find where I want to place my stencil, and then I'm going to use this little pokey tool, which we've seen before. It's just like a little pokey thing. I also have a tack somewhere because I thought that might be easier to do like the fine lines without ruining them. But then what you're going to do, I'm going to zoom this in. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to place it. This part here will be dark, but I'm going to cut out the letters. So where when you're doing the outline, you want to stay outside as much as you can so that you don't end up making your black parts smaller and making them disproportionate. So what I'll do is I'll punch around first, all around him, and then like I'll start in here. So anything white comes out. Mind you, I didn't color everything in. That's why I've got these little W's here. They're not like little dimples or anything I'm trying to make, anything like that. It's not like a, this is just reminding myself that this part is white, so that I remember to cut out the white parts. So, I'm gonna get started, and yeah, here we go. So, I'm gonna try to place it so you can see it, but also so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so then I'm going to go around him. I've got just a tack, like a thing for your walls, you know what I mean, just so I can see. Then once I'm done this, I'll move on to the second step, so I'll see you guys when I'm there. Alright, so I've got Elton pushed in, but I used the push pins, so it's really hard for you guys to see, and I know that. But it is there. So now I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver, which I've got in my little handy dandy Work Pro screwdriver kit set thing. And I'm going to grab just a little flathead screwdriver. Probably this one. This one will do. It's this guy here, just a little tiny itsy bitsy flathead, as you can maybe see. But now I'm going to basically just connect the dots, and once I've got his face all defined, I'll move on to the next character. I just don't want to lose where things are while I've got it fresh in my head. So I'm gonna start doing that, and well, we'll just see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to finish what I'm doing, and when I'm done, I will show you guys before I move on to the next person. Bye! So I now have Elton, where is he? Right there. All carved in. I haven't obviously taken any pieces out, but I'm going to move on to the next character, or the next person, which will be Corey Scherer. Alright guys, so I officially have Corey all pushed into, which again, I really don't think you can see, but he is there. So now I just have to put the other two on, and then I'm done. Alright, so I've got everybody poked in and officially so we've got Elton, oh good lord, here we go. Won't be able to find anybody. Okay, so Elton's right here, which you can't really see him, and we got Brandon right here. Okay, Brandon, Corbin, Corey. It'll hold better once I take it all out. Alright, so I'm going to start taking pieces out, and I'll zoom in so y'all can see. Alright guys, so as you can see, the pumpkin is done. I think it looks okay. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to put a candle in it, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, so as you can see, we've got Elton, we've got Brandon, whose neck I kind of destroyed. I'm really, really sorry for that. We've got Corbin, and then we've got Corey, which is a little bit kind of on the bottom of the pumpkin, which I didn't mean to do. But all in all, it turned out okay. And then I carved in the channel name up here, so TFIL, and I gave them a little spider because they like spooky shit. So yeah, that there is how I carve my pumpkins. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and send it to them so that they see it. I think I did a really good job on Elton, and that's probably a really good thing considering it's his channel. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And tell me in the comments below who you'd like to see on a pumpkin next year. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next week. Bye.